Nigeria's Vice President, Kashim Shettima, says the federal government is committed to conducting a thorough probe into last weekend's aerial bombing by the Nigerian army in the Kaduna community. He vows the government will hold accountable any officer found culpable for the tragic event. Assuring the public that justice will prevail, our correspondent, Nisi Gabriel, reports.
Nigeria's Vice President, Kashim Shettima, arrives at the Nigerian Air Force Base in Mando, Kaduna State, where Governor Obasani and top officials of the Kaduna State government warmly receive him. Accompanied by Speaker Abbas Tajuddin, Minister of Defense Mohammed Badaru, and APC National Chairman Abdullahi Ganduje, they are headed to the Barau Diko Teaching Hospital to express condolences to the victims and families affected by the accidental military airstrike in Tundumbiri village, Igabi, local government area. Vice President Shettima, along with the delegation, is providing financial support to the hospitalized victims and promises a thorough investigation into the tragic incident, pledging accountability for those responsible.
All measures will be taken to ensure that future occurrences are abated. And most importantly, the government will go to the root of the issue, and if anyone is found culpable, will be punished accordingly.
Next is a meeting with clerics, traditional leaders, and representatives of Tundumbiri community. Vice President Shettima conveyed President Bola Tinubu's deep concern over the unfortunate attack. The government announced its Pulako initiative, which will extend comprehensive assistance to the victims.
The President approved the commencement of the Pulako initiative by next month. The Pulako initiative is the President's unique response as a non-kinetic solution to the challenges in the Northwest. Beneficiary states are Sokoto, Kebbi, Zamfara, Katsina, Kaduna, and for the purpose of equity and justice, we deliberately included Niger and Benue states. We are going to build houses which will complement the efforts of the Right Honorable Speaker, but ours is a complete package as well, including houses, clinics, schools, veterinary clinics, empowerment initiatives, solar energy. It's a complete package of solutions. It's a non-kinetic response to the problems of banditry and kidnapping in the Northwest.
Governor Obasani expressed gratitude to the presidency for its swift response to the tragic incident.
But the meeting we just had with the Vice President is just to emphasize, also assure the people of the state that the federal government is with us, and they are willing to pay compensation, they are willing to build the houses, and they are willing to look after the families of those that lost their lives, and even those in the hospital.
Tundumbiri, the affected community, has been slated to be the pioneering community to benefit from the federal government's Pulako initiative in the Northwest sub-region. Under this program, schools, clinics, and other social amenities will be provided. Nisi Gabriel, Arise News, Kaduna.
Now, while moves are underway to hold Nigeria's armed forces accountable for Sunday's drone strike in Kaduna State, international rights groups are accusing the military of attempting to cover up what happened, after initially describing it as a mistake and later saying suspected criminals were embedded amongst the civilians that were attacked. All right, Rufai, welcome back. Good to see you.
Thank you, Ari.
First, I mean, two stories right there, but all around the Tundumbiri attacks that the military has termed as an aerial bombing, as a mistake. Your take on this story?
At first, I'd like to apologize to the people of Tundumbiri this morning and say we're sorry that yet again we're having this. And we just hope that you find healing in your hearts this morning, because it's a very sad time for our country. Secondly, I would like to beg people to stop having an ethnic twist. And I heard some clerics said something. Stop inflaming this country. Let us allow peace and unity reign in this country. They're trying to spin it around religion and tribe. No, the army is one. It is the army that made the mistake, and they've taken responsibility for it. Not singularly pointing at anybody's tribe here. Thirdly, the vice president visit. Good, but very late. Aya, when did this bombing happen? Sunday. The vice president just seen them Wednesday, after we had dilly-dallying about the matter back and forth. No. When we care for people, we are there on day one. As we're able to establish and clear that this was what was perpetrated by the military, we ought to be there on day one. Too late a visit. It's an afterthought. So what if there was no public outcry? Were we not going to visit? It was because of the public outcry that's now pushed everybody to action now, because at first, the first couple of days was spent in denial. We shouldn't do that. Let's take responsibility and let's try to fix the problem. I read Lagbaja got there immediately. And now, yes, we need to take responsibility and fix the problem. But most importantly, in fixing the problem, we're going to ensure that this must not happen again. In this new budget, I spent my little holiday reading the line item of the budget. And they are to set up an unmanned area vehicle command within the army with some billions in this new budget. So they should use that money to set it up and help to prevent things like this and have more precision and more intelligence in doing what they're doing. I hear Ruth is ready for us, Ayo.
All right, so
But I wanted to comment on this. Okay. Now, number one, with due respect, I don't agree that the vice president visited late. The vice president was supposed to have visited on Wednesday, and then that was moved to Thursday. Now, if there was no representation at the highest level of government, that would have been a different situation. So that he visited is in order. And that he made the point that one, whoever was responsible will be sanctioned. Number two, when the government pursues the idea of probing what happened, it should not be the same military that caused the problem that should probe. It should be an independent panel of inquiry. For the president, the vice president to have shown empathy, representing the president, and saying that the president identifies with the plight of the people, I think that that is in order. Previously, under the Buhari administration, President Buhari ordinarily would refuse to even visit and will have been told it was for security reasons. So the empathy, I think, is in order.